Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. There's the whistle, and here we go.
Now there's a headline maker, Steven Gerrard.
Focal point for any team he plays in.
Yeah, I suspect he may be deployed as a more holding midfielder, but that seems wrong when you know how good he is 30 yards forward.
And it's a crossfield ball towards the other flank. That's been cut out, well played. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Yamal. He is through here. Yamal! Guardiola plays a sharp little ball here. He might be in here. Haaland. Chance! He's done very well to get to that.
Haaland clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And we have our very first corner. Terrific header! And it's a goal! A fine way to mark his 50th game in these colours. A wonderful delivery, and all it needed was a touch.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Yamal. Yamal is offering some sort of an apology there.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
And the pass is intercepted. Can he get it through? No, that pass has been well intercepted. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Kaka. And it's made its way to him. Bebeto. Oh, that's an excellent interception. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. And the score is 1-0. Hazard. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
Cannavaro makes the interception. Szoboszlai. He's got... Can he finish? Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome.
Yeah, that's a decent try when you consider the range.
Szoboszlai. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
He's in a great position here. Goes for a shot! That is decidedly lacking.
Bangladesh really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
Substitution.
Dundee choosing to make the first change.
Well, this could be a bit of a nightmare scenario for the defence, as you're going to be facing a very willing runner now, especially one that likes to make those runs beyond the defensive line.
Vardiol. Azar. Pass somewhat off target. Kupchu is the team's great visionary. Kaka. Truthfully, it was hard to see any better outcome there.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
Tries to play it through. And this is Bebeto. He's had a shot! Same again, set. And it's half-time here. There's been no shortage of industry or intent thus far. A little inspiration and inventiveness, perhaps the only things lacking.
On the evidence of what we've seen, they're worth their lead. There was genuine intensity and purpose behind what they brought to the game. I think they'll want a strong start just after the break, though, to force the issue that bit more.
Leading 1-0 at the break. And we are back on the way.
Bangladesh definitely want to carry on in a similar manner, although I would exercise some caution, Peter. You wouldn't want to leave yourself open.
It's Lewandowski! It's hit the upright. And he's there to get it away. Kaka. Now, what about a counter-attack? Pass is just off target. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Haaland! And he has kept it out somehow.
Haaland actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Well, they scored their first goal from a corner. What about now? He's got tall. That's a half-decent try.
That is a really good chance missed, Peter. Certainly the way he's been playing.
Well seen. Saw that coming.
That's great positioning. So good from him.
Yamal takes control of it and he's on the move. Oh, he's had a chance! Sticks it away! They have come roaring back!
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
The lightness of step, the sharpness of movement, the certainty of finish.
Well, from the moment he got involved, he looked as if he'd go all the way. Terrific.
And that tries from a long way out. Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Mbappe is offering a wry smile there.
They've played it short. Decent chance! Great effort, beautifully taken.
Gvardiol brilliantly took control of that, which was exactly what the situation required.
Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
And that's a dangerous... And a shot! It's there! And the game is well and truly turned on its head. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
Shoots! Oh, that was no routine save.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
And it's been taken short. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. Soboslai.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
And that's been slipped through. Well timed, excellent interception. Now it's Yamal.
Substitution on the field. Number 10, Erling Haaland.
It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease.
Coming on the field.
Cannavaro does really well to win the ball there. And here's Messi.
Messi.
And this is Bebeto. Bebeto was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. That's a delicate pass. It's loose now and they want to get it back.
Bangladesh really don't have a choice now. They just have to throw everything forward and give themselves a chance to draw level.
There will be 5 minutes added time.
Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Hazard delivered across. Nice and easy for the goalkeeper.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
And time is up. Well, what a game. Unpredictable to the very end, momentum shifting this way and that. The kind of... Well, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So that's got things underway. Jim, you've played in games of this nature. Who can make the difference?
Well, Peter, this fella, Reece James, is one of the example of the glut of talent England has at its disposal in this position. He is the complete...
Could be danger here! Bebeto. He won't be happy with that one. Picked out brilliantly. And Messi! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And we have our very first corner. And now a sudden chance to counter. And he was quick to react. Hakimi. And Serginho. Decent progress down the left. Serginho. He's shifting through the gears here. Delivered in.
Oh, that's a cracking ball. Too quick for defence and keeper.
Lovely feet. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped.
And here's Messi. Messi! It's loose now and they want to get it back. And he comes up trumps again.
Messi really must be thinking what more he could have done there. It's another inspired save.
It's their second corner of the game. Has a look and plays it forward. And he's had a hit! Decent enough try.
Hakimi usually is so good from that range. He didn't quite connect as he can, though.
Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Ambitious ball here. No goals as yet. Tries to play it through. And it's James. Now here's the delivery. And smartly reclaimed. James. Cannavaro gets over and intercepts. Van Nistelrooy. And this is Messi. A probing pass. So still we are where we began. It's 0-0. Now it's Lewandowski. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. And they're not going to make any further progress now. Oh, what has happened here? And it's claimed by the keeper. Kukçu is the team's great... And that'll be the final action of the first half. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps.
Quick reminder today,
How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Solid, very solid, actually, Peter. They haven't made much of an impression at the other end, but defensively I think they've got an awful lot right, completely nullifying their opponents. Now they just need to focus on getting a little more creative.
So we are still where we were at the beginning. It is 0-0 at the break. There's the start of the second half.
Bangladesh are probably feeling relatively good about themselves, so I don't think the manager has seen anything to change in his half-time team talk.
Oh, that's fabulous. Aimed in towards the... He's got tall! Didn't quite get enough on that.
You really could have done with engaging those crossers much higher up the pitch there. This isn't good defending.
Threads one in. And he's heaved it away.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
And it's Messi. And Van Nistelrooy! He's missed, but not by that far.
Yeah, that's a decent try when you consider the range.
Nicely weighted ball. Oh, that looks a good ball through. Oh, the referee's got a decision to make here. What's he going to give? The referee has given a free kick just outside the box. The referee's come over. It's a red card. Well, no question, Jim, the referee has seen that as a professional foul.
He really ended up between a rock and a hard place then, Peter. Probably took the harder choice.
Grimaldo with a real chance here.
Well, it's quite simple. They have the best man for the job on it.
Nakamura! He went for the curler. Serginho. Manchester United are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the count.
Van Nistelrooy, chance for a shot! There's a goal! There is the breakthrough!
Yeah, that's really well played, Peter. It's very, very simple. The ball through to him was just beautifully measured.
They have what they wanted, the first breakthrough.
Well, that's got this place bouncing. Just listen to the noise all around us. Now they have all of this positive energy to feed off. Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
They're coming again and again.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Well, I'm inclined to feel that if I was in that dugout, I'd want the players to get on the front foot and grab another. Just try to make this one safe.
Beckham under intense pressure.
Yeah, and what they've got to realise, Peter, is that they won't get away with excessive force for long, so they're running a fine line now.
Oh, it's Van Basten. Oh, super find. Good ball. Here's Mathias Cunha. And he shoots! And yes, it's there! Right back in it. Almost no time remaining. Game still on. Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
Welcome to the reality of modern football, Peter. You get press from the front and you have no time on the ball whatsoever. You can't afford to switch off for a moment.
Substitution on the field. Number 2, Messi. Coming on to
Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, at this stage, Peter, it's going to come down to how badly they want to win this.
Swept in. Oh, shooting chance! Dispatched clinically. And again they hit the front. No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Well, he had to deal with an awful lot of unwanted attention, but his tenacity won the day.
Substitution on the field. Number 20, Van Nistelrooy.
So, time for changes on both sides, actually.
Well, I suppose, Peter, in a tight game like this is as good a time as any to make a change.
Number 3.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Well, it's great commitment on show here. They'll be hoping now that they can stay focused and disciplined enough to hold on to this.
Kaká! Oh my word, that is quite something! Oh, it really is a finish of the highest order. And this is getting better and better. A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Well, let that be a lesson to them, Peter. They have to stay focused at all times. Any lapse in concentration, voila.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that faith.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
2 up and very little time left. That's at the end. So smiles all round as they shamelessly indulge in the post-whistle euphoria. A win achieved through the right balance of industry and inspiration. A really satisfying day's work.
Please turn your
How would you sum up what we've witnessed, Jim?
Well, the look on the manager's face says it all. He knows he set his attack up perfectly, and the players carried out his instructions to the letter, it would seem. Everything working very nicely.
Many thanks to Jim, and with that, it is a very good night to you. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. And we're underway. We're talking a genuinely stylish player here in Frank Rijkaard. You're not arguing with that, Jim, are you?
No, I've got to totally agree with every word you just said. As holding midfielders go, he is one of the very best. Nothing phases him.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. A probing pass. Well, that has not gone well. Ambitious ball here. It's a pretty loose pass. Kokchu. This is promising. Szoboszlai. Nicely weighted ball. Mbappe had a really good go at breaking through, but ultimately he was just about kept out.
Yeah, the confidence we can admire, the decision-making we can't. He learned from it.
Mbappe! Oh, split-second reaction.
It's quite a show he's putting on here. This is excellent work.
Urawa Reds with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. And it's been taken short. Alexander-Arnold, he's going for goal! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Alexander-Arnold actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
It's their second corner of the game. Van Dijk can get it clear. And that's gone loose. And now they can spring out of defence. Well, that's beautifully weighted. Kaka. There's the shot! Oh, it's hit the post! Marquinhos. So we're still where we started right now. Ball's out once more. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Oh, super find. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Bebeto puts his foot on the gas. That's a good ball. That's going to go a long way. Szoboszlai, and it's been played through. Well timed, excellent interception. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Urawa Reds clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Now it's Messi. Can he get it through? Oh, he's been caught on it here.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Looking to play him in. Might be... Can he finish? It's fallen kindly here. It's there! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Well, that's not the best attempt by the keeper, and he's just paid the ultimate price, hasn't he?
Urawa Reds have taken the lead.
It's so often the case with goal scorers, little influence, and all of a sudden, bang.
He's shifting through the gears here. Now the ball in.
Oh, that's a cracking ball. Too quick for defence and keeper.
Rijkaard. Not the most accurate pass. Has a shot! He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Van Dijk gets across to intercept that. Szoboszlai. Oh, it's come loose. He is through here. Good effort, and it is right on half-time. So a steady, solid and more than satisfactory first half. They've got the lead, and that gives them something to build on after the break.
Well, let's not beat about the bush, Peter. It's been fairly flat, and the support have had little to cheer about, so an awful lot of questions have got to be asked, and the answers need to be found in a hurry.
Whistle goes, and we start the second half.
Well, I think starting this half in a strong manner is essential, Peter, if you're chasing the game, which they are. You know, go with intent and purpose. Let your opponents know you're not just going to quietly bow down.
And it's Beckham. And this is Van Nistelrooy. Van Nistelrooy finds himself offside. Urawa Reds choosing to make the first change. Vardiol. Neymar.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
And the through ball. Oh, shooting chance! No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Now, can they get him away? He's found a way through. Ah, that's a fine interception. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo. Beckham. And here's Van Nistelrooy.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Can he get on the end of this? And he's heaved it away. Oh, nicely intercepted. And it's Hakimi. And that's really well manoeuvred. Oh, he's found support out wide. Oh, super shot at goal! No mistake! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. Really tidily gathered, and ultimately a more than tidy finish.
Yeah, keeping calm and taking a touch like that when it's all going on around you isn't always that easy, but he made it look like a doddle. finishing it off was quite simple after that.
So that's two now without reply.
Well, that's pretty much sealed it now, and surely, Peter, we're not going to see any complacency.
And the finish! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes.
Yeah, a fantastic run and a fantastic pass to play him in. Both needed to be timed to perfection, and they were.
A case now of complete control.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up.
Just the keeper to beat. Now it's Cristiano Ronaldo! And somehow he kept it out.
A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
They've played it short. And he shoots! Danger averted for now.
4 added minutes
Into
have
a
been
minimum
indicated.
of 4 minutes additional time. And that's a goal kick. A poorly directed kick from the keeper, he's given it away. And we're done. A tale of two teams, one irresistible, unstoppable, the other fragile and seemingly clueless. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Well, there was a distinct lack of clarity or commitment in everything the players were trying to do.
Well, they're not down and out just yet, but straights don't come much more dire than this. Only a win can save them now. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up, and we'll be getting underway very soon. So off we go then. So Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here?
Yeah, Robert Lewandowski. He's just about the perfect all-round striker. Not least because he can finish equally well with both feet, Peter. It's not all about his finishing, though. He's always on the shoulder, looking for that ball in behind, and that prevents the opposition defence from getting too high or, indeed, getting too comfortable.
I think the opposition defence agree too. He's going to be the source of so many of their headaches. Saliba, Camavinga, passes coming off in quick succession here. And this is Lewandowski, now it's Mbappe. Mbappe will not want to lose out here, not against this opponent. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Barcelona clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Oh, what a ball! Oh, well played. He's taken... Shot a goal! Goal! Barcelona! We knew what was coming, and he has outfoxed the keeper again.
Not even a hint of hesitation. That is such a cool finish.
Barcelona have penetrated for the first time.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
Intercepts the throw, that's well read.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Saliba promptly onto that, and that is that. Now it's Bebeto, and he's been shifted off it. Gavi. And Alexander-Arnold, can he get it through? Now this could be a chance. And he can clear it away. Great ball, and he's in here. Serginho. Bebeto. And now the breakaway. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? That's going to go a long way. And they're back on the ball again. Played in deep. Nice and easy for the goalkeeper. Well, that has not gone well. Now it's Bebeto. Nice physical challenge.
OK, being behind at the break isn't ideal, but there's plenty of time to reply.
Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Lewandowski was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. And it's Messi. Closing in on goal. Has a shot! It's run loose, who's going to get there? Oh, that was a brilliant save.
It's quite a show he's putting on here. This is excellent work.
This possibly the last play of the half. And he's taking no chances there. And the whistle goes for half-time. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
Well, for me, Peter, things have never really got going, but at least this will be a good time to reflect and regroup. I can see a few changes coming, because whatever they've been doing, it just hasn't gelled.
Substitution on the field. Number 2, Messi. Coming on to replace
And we're off again.
Number 7.
Well, I think starting this half in a strong manner is essential, Peter, if you're chasing the game, which they are. You know, go with intent and purpose. Let your opponents know you're not just going to quietly bow down.
Messi. That is good alertness. Well, that is not the best ball, and he offers an apologetic look.
Encourage the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Messi. Now, can they get him away? And here's Lewandowski. And he's in on goal. Mbappe! He's got a goal! A 2-goal lead, and they're firmly in control. Barcelona are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Well, now's the time you can afford to be more daring, Peter. It may be tempting to sit on this, but I'd say go and grab a third.
Pacho. Now Saliba. And it's Gavi. Gavi couldn't squeeze it through, and he plays one through. There's the shot! There's a goal! A momentary lapse mercilessly exploited. They were absolutely lethal.
Oh, look at the manager here. He's absolutely fuming, and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Oh, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
Barcelona are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan. That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
Well, the question now is whether they can sustain it.
Saliba. Alexander-Arnold. To Messi. Camavinga. Time is running out here.
Yeah, they're really playing in hope at this point, but hope is something you can always cling to.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Oh, that looks a cracking ball. Chance! And yes, it's there!
Look, that was a technical interaction of great football. That has gone down a treat.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, that's pretty much sealed it now, and surely, Peter, we're not going to see any complacency after that.
Now it's Mbappe. Vermin. And here's Lewandowski. Out towards the flank. Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Looking for options for movement. Good read, needed to be. And he's cleared it out of harm's way. And that is a little undercooked. Added time going up here, it's 3 minutes. Added time is up, and there goes the whistle. It's the day when it all caught up with them. The whole season has been a campaign of struggle. So here we are, a new chapter begins, new heroes will arise, new legends will be written. It is time to turn the page. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. There's the whistle, and here we go. Ruben Dias, totally focused today, as always, as he has been throughout the 499 appearances he's made up until this one.
Well, he's a special professional who's done a sterling job to keep himself at the top of his game for oh so long. His durability and his mental strength have been a constant, and I wish him all the luck today.
And we have our very first corner. And he thumps it clear. Tries to pass it through. He's had a shot! And he can clear it away. Kokchu. Now it's Mbappe. Plays it through. He's in plenty of space here. Yamal gets into some space. Yamal! Oh, split-second reaction.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Oh, well played. That has snuffed out the danger. No change to the score. 0-0 it remains. Doku. Hakimi. Now that's well seen too. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
And here's Haaland. He saw the danger and he went crashing in. Corner number 2 then. And it's been taken short. And he shoots! Kokchu's cross. And he's there to clear it. And now they can spring out of defence. And this is Lewandowski. Shot a goal! And he's done it! Another moment of magic, a real wow moment.
It's beautiful poise. I mean, most players in that position, I think, would probably fluff that, but not this fella.
Number 22,
A 1-0 lead established.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now.
And a shot! Well, that wasn't too dissimilar to the previous attempt.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get their reward if they can stick at this.
Gabriel. Now it's Lewandowski, and he was quick to react. Ambitious ball here. And no, that was never going to make it. Van Dijk with the clearance. Now it's Yamal. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And it's Alexander-Arnold. Takes a shot! And that's off target.
Rodri probably should have taken a breath and looked for runners. It helps to put your head up from time to time, Peter.
And he cuts out the supply. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Now it's Lewandowski. And it's been played through. Just the goalkeeper's chance, surely! He's got a goal! They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye.
Well, Peter, they're trying to claim offside here, but this stinks of desperation to me. They know they've got it wrong.
So that's two now without reply.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
Intercepts the throw, that's well read. Nicely aimed pass. That is good alertness. Nicely weighted ball. And he's away. Well timed, excellent interception. And we hit half-time. What have we learned from the first 45 minutes?
Bangladesh really should be thinking about killing this off early in the second half, Peter. The boss will be demanding the same level of intensity from his team, so I'd expect to see the same positive intent after the break, the same purpose again.
Substitution in progress.
And the action is back on the way.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
And that has been cut short. Can he get it through? Not the most accurate pass. Alexander-Arnold gets it away. Beckham. And that's been won straight back. This might... Goes for a shot! It's in! Back within one! They have them in their sights again! Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
The manager must have given them an earful at half-time, and fair play because it seems to have worked. They've got to kick on from here now.
Now it's Beckham. Oh, he's going to be disappointed with that. Now it's Villa. David Villa driving forwards. And the pass is intercepted. Kokchu. This is promising. Well read. And the danger is averted.
There's a defensive height advantage here, Peter, but of course it's not guaranteed to work.
Absolutely, they're certainly not as big as those trying to stop them. And that has been cleared. Hakimi. Now, can they get him away? Shot, shoots! And yes, it's there! And with the match slipping away, they have hauled themselves off the canvas. Oh, high-quality goal, lovely first touch, sumptuous second.
Speed of thought, speed of action, that's another really clever finish.
And he's done it again, could be danger here. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Just a quarter of an hour to play. Oh, that's a key interception. Now that looks a decent ball.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Stojkovic. Knocks it into space. Oh, he's found support out wide. Gabriel makes the interception. And it's Rodri. And here's Mbappe. Mbappe touches it back.
That's good pressure. It gave him no other choice.
Aimed beyond the defence. Chance for a shot! Oh, he's really drilled it.
Well, look at him, furious at himself for missing. Having said that, the manager applauds his effort to find that bottom corner.
Substitution on the field. Number 8. Doku.
So, time for changes
Number
on
9,
both sides, actually.
Mbappe. Number 22, Robert Lewandowski.
Gabriel.
Number 19,
Gabriel going full steam ahead down the left flank.
14,
Hazard.
Stojkovic.
And here's Torres. Rosicki. And this is Rosicki.
Number 13,
And it's
Diego
Beckham.
Forlan.
Kukcu
Number 21,
is always scanning the pitch for targets.
Number 18, Mohamed Salah. Number
And that
12,
interception was...
Rashidski.
And that is that. So it's ended all square, both sides showing battling qualities and neither willing to give in. So Jim, how do you reflect on what we've